Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning. This is Reroute Records LLC, Muhammad P1. So I told y'all I was going to be at the desk today, which I am sitting at the desk right now. And I'm getting everything together. I can use the track board. I can hook up mics and speakers and amps and stuff like that. All the other drum machine and the mixers and everything else that I had. I can make uh, songs and stuff like that, and then throw it on the computer and let the AI finish it out and do my videos. Like I said before, I'm only doing just this one or two joints that I want to do. That's all I really wanted to do. Then my daughter, she's going to do some whatever her, let them get down and see what they got to do. Other than that, ain't too much going on. Still doing the weekend at the shelter. Um, Family's doing okay. I'm doing all right. My back is not as hurting as bad as it would usually be, but alhamdulillah, and I'm grateful for it to be where it's at right now. It ain't in a whole lot of pain. So I'm actually in the process of getting my back done through physical therapy and probably some heat pads and stuff like that. Um, that's about it. Uh, I really ain't talking about too much of nothing as far as what President Trump and the decisions that he made and the two, three cabinet members that they make uh, on the country and how New York City, if everybody know Escape from New York and Escape from LA, that was what 35, almost 36, 7 years ago. If anybody ever watched it, they still got it on Netflix, I think, or Paramount. Go check it out. It's a good movie. Kurt Russell's the leading actor, but there's a lot of other actors. It's all star cast. Um, with that, the poetry. I'm gonna get a little tutor on the poetry because I like I said, I put two songs together last time back in the day. They never really got published, but I put them together and I know how to mix and stuff a little bit. So right now, Reroute Records LLC is a new record label production company. So we not taking no clients right now because we trying to get our thing together and make sure everything is running. But it seems everything is functioning. Look like it's functioning. I'm sitting here looking at it right now in front of me. So everything is working. Thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that. Um, what else? The economy is what it is. The prices, now the gas prices in Sunoco Corporation slash 7-Eleven, they went down 10 cents. So that put a little relief, on the gas prices. Now, since Iran made or they all came to some type of conscious decision, to do whatever they have to do to what they want to do anyway. Uh, but getting back to the poetry part of the record label, that tutoring part and getting the book and reading and then sitting down thinking and writing. I mean, I can write. I do the journal thing. It's been a while because I have, as I've gotten older, I have seemed to lost interest in the things that I used to do when I was younger. Like we used to play the Atari and all those Pac-Man and those games, and I used to hustle supermarket and bag bags. That was my first hustle. That was my first hustle. My first honest dollar that I made was at the supermarket, and we lived across the street. My mother was she was a single woman. She was a supervisor for the Hatfield Corporation, and then right after she got her promotion, she wound up getting sick, and of course, they found out it was breast cancer. So, and I was young myself at the time when that happened. So I was like, I was kind of devastated. I really that hurt it. That that like severed the ties of the womb. That's like felt that pain right in my gut. So life on life terms is hard. It can be harsh. It can be very harsh. Because the creator already made and decided what's going to happen to everything and everybody. So when you come across this type of information for yourself, you read it and you share it, whoever, you don't just be blurring it out in the street, standing on the corner and do it. We don't do it that way. I mean, I've done that where I hadn't stand out in the corner and blur it out, but I had pamphlets and stuff, and I was out with the E-Man, and we was passing them out, talking to the people in the community about the monotheistic belief system, and a lot of people was afraid. And the way they was talking like they were slaves, like, oh, I don't want to get in no trouble and all that. I was like, whoa. So it's like a deep situation with this whole thing. It's like it's really nothing you can do because this is a well-oiled machine, and unfortunately, the black man is the the golden goose, but they trying to get rid of this golden goose and bring in other people that will work without complaining and be grateful for what they have, literally. And they are like that, and they work together. Because when you hire them to do sheetrock or whatever, they take care of that. You ain't got no problem. You give them half of their bread, tell them their lunch break schedule, what they need to do. This is what you would like to have done, please. And trust me, they'll have it done. So, like I said, I don't know what's going on with the people out there in society, as far as the economical situation with anybody working, non-workers, Social Security people that's getting Social Security from somebody else working to pay their Social Security. Um, you know those things. So all we can do is just hope for the best and dream for the worst. But tell y'all the truth, the overall, my life has been okay. It has. And then it became even better when I was able to establish the relationship with my daughter. Because I got one child. I'm not a nasty bull. I don't run around, poking and doing all that. I don't do that. So, and the wife that I marry now, total major blessing. So she know I made the. She was like, next time try to follow the rules, whatever. And I even went to the policies in the prison. I got this book right here. And I seen it, but it didn't say what happened on my end. But I'm just, pleading my case like always, But no, it's okay because whatever is supposed to happen, it happened. And it wasn't supposed to happen, I still be on that schedule. But it's okay. But other than that, yeah, my life is good. It is. And yeah, my life is good. I'm good. I just now, y'all ain't gonna believe what, but whatever's going on with the car situation, I'm gonna be majorly patient with it because I'm not gonna be the one to put on the orange jumpsuit. So I'm gonna let this man go ahead, and then when I'm done with, I'm say I need my car. I don't want to hear nothing. I gave you money, my car. Let's go. Let me get that. I said, because I'll be like, fuck it. So that's the only thing really going on with me. And I can't eat the cakes and pies like that no more. So we on that's on. So it's like, and I got to drink a little more water because I love Sun His diet. Everybody know that, and Coke Zero. So I've been drinking the water. I've been drinking like 3 or 4 cups a day, and I didn't have a problem when I was drinking. I still need it, but at least I'm getting the proper, what they call it, something, electrolytes or something like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, I want to see what my daughter got. I know my daughter can rap because it's all about just putting down and then getting the beat for it. That's the only thing you need. You need that beat and you need that good loop. You need a good loop, and there got to be something going on. You don't want it to be the same common. I'll chill. I got drugs and all that. Nobody. I don't want our record label to be on that type of thing. I want it to be something different. I want. That's why it's called Reroute, because the reroute the knowledge and the understanding of who we are, where we going right now. Because right now, where we going, some of us don't know, and it's like it's not a good situation with us. You know. Now, if they wanted to do something to us, it might be kind of possible for them to do that. I mean, we got guns. Everybody got a couple of rifles and ammunition and shotguns and other handguns and maybe rocket launchers and all that good other stuff. But we're gonna be fighting by ourselves because we might get together. But on the early part of that, what's been happening with the black man in America, period, and the treatment is like everybody knows this has been going on, and they ain't never gonna stop because slavery ain't never been abolished. So I wish they keep stop saying it, you know. But other than that, alhamdulillah for the good and the bad. I'm learning how to grow up day by day. Some days is okay and some days it ain't. So when days I'm not feeling being around other people, I stay in the house. If I feel like I want to be social and not an asshole, then I'll go out and catch the air and see a couple of deer and birds, whatever, and then go to the city and grab a water ice or something or whatever, and come back in the house. You know, so the So we're gonna see, what's going on now. Everybody kind of know the hint of it. We just gonna see. See how that works out. But this is a shout out to my wife, Medina Styles. She has a website, very good uh, seamstress. She makes overgarments, dresses. She do men's clothing, but she don't do men's clothing. It's something that she got with her about the men's clothing, or is it the way the men or something? I don't know. But whatever that is about, that's something that she had to work with through the Sharia, where it says women doing business and shaking hands with men or whatever. So she ain't got to touch nobody. So you um, that being said, like I said, the equipment works. Everything is working, y'all. It's just me. I'm just gonna put one piece on here on the computer and make the sounds and see the song and do the song on here and see how it sounds on the live. I'm gonna do a live, or maybe I'm gonna just run it and then see how it sounds. Let my wife check it out, my daughter check it out, and yeah. And I'm gonna start playing with my games because I'm not. I do like videos, but it's like I don't know. I gotta really find. I like fishing. I want to go golfing. Yeah, we're gonna do that, inshallah. We need to go fishing, and whatever else that we can do. Other than that, they said it's gonna be a heat wave, so everybody gotta watch. You know, but with that being said, Reroute Records LLC, Muhammad P1, we out. I'll check y'all out in a few days. God's will. Y'all take care of your families. Don't hurt nobody. Don't let nobody hurt y'all. Uh, keep your prayers up. Stay loose. And have a good day. And y'all holler at y'all. All right, now this is it, right? I'm still learning this, y'all.